Good morning, fellow travelers, journeymen. How about that? Today is Friday, February 23rd, 2024. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. Here we are in Pahrump once again at Department of Career Services, where our goal is simple: to help you get from where you are. It's right here on Someday Isle on your journey to Successlandia. That's it. From point A to point B. Our goal is to help you get there, help you figure out your meaning and purpose, and learn the skills, the tools you need to help you get there. That's our goal. That's the simple task of today. Let's see this light. Lighting is not right. Well, I guess it's the same as when I started. Okay, so we'll take that out in editing. Right. Okay, how do we do it? We do it through this podcast and the worksheets attached down below. Please subscribe, share, click on the bell. You know the thing. Please do all that. So let's get started. The theme of today is, what if you controlled your emotions? What does that imply? That implies somebody else is controlling your emotions, right? So what if you controlled your emotions? You might think you do. We're going to talk about it, and I'm going to try to persuade you, convince you that actually we are conditioned to let others, unseen players, control our emotions. So we'll get into that in a second. I want to give another little full description of how do we do it. Well, we help you get from where you are to someplace better by helping you create better habits. And the worksheet helps you learn what tools are necessary, how to use the tools to do that. So without further ado, our two-part daily routine is, the parts are on the podcast and not on the podcast. The not on the podcast part is the preparation for the day. It's breathing exercise and attitude of gratitude exercise, review of yesterday exercise, and project the day and move forward. Those things can take about a total of 5 minutes. And if you do it every day, repetition, create a routine. The routine becomes a habit. Bam, you're off to a great start. The second thing is on the podcast. So there's the non-podcast part, and the second part is the podcast. And we talk about three things here. Our daily theme, which today is, what if you controlled your emotions? The second thing is planning. Again, it's a daily routine of planning. And that planning includes time for unplannable things. Because there's no such thing as a plan, there's only planning. Constantly planning. Where is this taking me? Where is this action taking me? Living for now, but having a plan. Okay, and then the third thing is the transformational stuff that's mainly in the worksheet, where we right now just want to make you conscious of the idea that you have to focus on your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. You have to focus on those four things every day. Your physical, which is fitness and health, what you consume and exercise. Your mental, which is learning, be sharp, learning how to communicate, learning how to learn, learning how to communicate, learning how to do things. Emotional is, if you can't control your emotions, don't worry, someone else will, and they'll probably take you out of the game. So it's important, essential to control your emotions. And spiritual, that's ultimately what it's all about. But we focus on that mainly at G School on Saturday and Sunday. Here, we intersperse it. We season what we do with the spiritual, because it's what it's all about. At the end of the day, it's what it's all about. If you believe we're not just atoms in the universe, we're not just atoms in the void. Actually, if you believe we're not atoms in the void, if you believe that something is going to happen after you die, then the spiritual should be the most important part of your life. And yes, you can do the feel-good, non-denominational church stuff that don't worry, it's going to be okay. God loves you. All you have to do is believe his son came down to give up our sin, to forgive us of all of our sins, past, present, and future. All you have to do is believe that and you're saved. It feels good. But if you take a step back, take a step out and say, wait a second, that doesn't even make any sense. Someone came 2,000 years ago to die for the sins of the people past, present, and future. I can continue to sin. All I have to do is believe that he came back to die for my sins. Well, what if I don't believe he died for my sins? Then I'm not saved. So I just have to believe he died for my sins and I'm saved. I can be a bad person. I can be the worst possible person there is, but I believe that Jesus came and he died for my sins 2,000 years before I was born. George Carlin would say, get the F out. Come on. Okay, anyway, that's what we focus on the weekends. But here, if you believe we're not just atoms in the void, the spiritual part is what you should be focused on. Okay, how we doing? How's we doing out there? All right. Go back to our worksheet. Daily theme talked about what if you controlled your emotions. We have become conditioned to let other people control our emotions. How do I know? Because we use this. Whenever we're scrolling, going to any social media type thing, it's because of emotions. We're not learning, we're not creating discipline. It's we want something to feel good or to feel mad or to feel whatever we want to dial in. TV, same thing. We've been conditioned. I turn on this channel. Here's how I'm going to feel. Here's my emotion. Oh, I switch to this channel. Here's how I want to feel scared. I'm going to watch this. I want to feel happy. I watch that. We use the devices to control our emotions. We think we're in control. It's actually the people producing the content who are in control. All they have to do is create compelling content, and we get addicted to having our emotions controlled. Just like going to any casino, and there are people mind numb, just pushing the button, thinking there's strategy involved, and they can do something to actually win, or that their mental state, or that they're going to have luck, or something like that. But the people who make the games know if we do this and this and this and this and follow this algorithm, eventually we'll take every penny they have. Best way to win is don't play. We're letting other people control our emotions. So if you control people's emotions, you control their heart controls their mind, and that's it. So, but what if you controlled your emotions? And it's called what? Self-discipline. What if you had self-discipline? Well, self-discipline isn't the thing you go out and get. Oh, where is it? Where's that self-discipline? No, it has to be cultivated. And it's cultivated through good habits. And good habits are cultivated through what? Routines, because a habit is unconscious behavior. You've done it enough. Your neural network is sort of like hardwired. Push the start button, and it's going to run the subroutine. Habit is created from routines. Routines are created through repetition. You got to do it every day. You got to set aside time to do the important stuff, to build good habits. That is it. Build good habits. Okay. Planning. Let's get to our planning. Planning. Start with our incantation. Something great is going to happen to me today. Something great is going to happen to me today. Something great is going to happen to me today. And do that until you have your RAS program, till you actually believe something great is going to happen to you today. And as you're saying that, you can be projecting out during the day. So, for example, today is the Lincoln Day dinner. So I can be projecting into the Lincoln Day dinner what's going to happen after between 5 and 9 o'clock today. It's not, my projection isn't going to be right because I've never been there, I don't know. But I can project what it's going to be and project an opportunity to make something great happen. So when in a different context than what I imagined, because I've never been there. So in a different context than what I've imagined, when something occurs that fits into what I have programmed into my reticular activating system, I will become aware of it, and then I can consciously move towards that. Something great is going to happen to me today. I got to say that something great is going to happen to me today. I have to say that until it becomes an incantation. That's number one. Number two, always look on the bright side. I asked some I don't know how to ride a motorcycle, so I asked some motorcycle people, how do they do it and not crash? And they said, well, you're going to go whatever you look at. So if you want to turn, you got to be looking where you're going, not the turn. Because if you look at the wall, you're going to go into the wall. You need to look at the turn, and you will do that. So if you always look on the bright side, you're going to be drawn towards that. You're going to minimize the negative. If you focus on the negative, it's going to become big. It could be overwhelming. Seek uncomfort. Don't seek comfort. Once again, that's somebody putting the cheese out there for you. Here's the hard way. Here's the easy way. In fact, that's kind of what we hear a lot. You've got your choice, the easy way and the hard way. You're going to do it. You just get to choose the easy way or the hard way. The choice isn't, are you going to do it or not? No, I've removed that choice because I got you focused on, do you want to do it the easy way or the hard way? Because I control your emotions. Right. Okay. So seek uncomfort. Because the people trying to control your emotions, they're not doing it through the uncomfortable route. Doing it through the comfortable route. Be suspicious when there's here's the easy way to do something. Here's the easy way to lose weight. Here's the easy way to do this. Here's the easy way to become rich. They're controlling your emotions, because if it was easy, everybody would already do it. Advice from an 80-year-old. Be a good winner. Yesterday, the advice was be a good loser so that people will play with you again. Same thing here. Be a good winner so people will play with you again. It's about controlling emotions. First, control your emotions. I don't want to say in your face, man, you suck. I kicked the bug. That's not being a good winner. You suck. No, that's not being a good winner. Being a good winner is, boy, that was a great game. I learned a lot. Let's do it again. You almost had me there, if that's true. I noticed how much better you improved from the beginning to the end. And if we keep doing it, you might beat me one day. Be a good winner. Why? Because you want people to play with you. You don't want to be the guy on the sideline saying, gosh, I wish I could do that. Okay. 3 simple goals for today. Have your 3 simple goals. 3 really simple goals. This is how you start building repetition, routine, habit. 3 simple goals. 3 simple repetitive goals that can become a routine. Okay, I'm just going to make my bed. Okay, I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to do that. Just do those things and bam up. It becomes a routine. Then you can do another thing. That becomes a routine. Another thing, that becomes a routine. And you do them long enough, they become habits. All righty then. Let's see, any particularly good things today? Darren Hardy, always good, motivational, always good. Jordan Peterson, Seth Godin. Let's see what our time is like here. 14:58, but we're going to call it quits. And good morning, Matt. Good morning. How are you? How are you today? You're going to go rent a car? You're going to rent a car? You're going to borrow somebody's car? Practice driving. Do not buy a car till you've tried out many cars. Don't buy a car till you've tried many cars. And again, my suggestion is buy a Rolls Canardly. What's that? It rolls down one hill and can hardly get up the next. Okay? Don't do what Charles did. Don't do what Charles did, but go rent a car, borrow a car, find people who have cars. Say, hey, why don't we go to McDonald's? Can I drive? And see if you like their car. What a Bevy is here. Good morning. What O Bevy? Is it What O Bevy or What a Bevy? And is that W-A-T-T? Is there power behind it? Inquiring minds want to know. First there was Art Bell. Then there was George Norrie. And next there's Love Thy Neighbor. Love Thy Neighbor LTN channel. Coming to a TV set near you soon. Haha. Okay. So today is the Lincoln Day dinner here. I'm going to program my RAS that something great is going to happen to me today at that event. Okay. Well, people, good that you were here. Connect one another. Build strong team. Onward, upward. In vino veritas. Si pacha, si vis pacem parabellum. Si vis pacem parabellum. I think that's it. Is that it, Matt? Okay, and cut. And cut. Boom.